I'm gonna just start with a 10-minute sprint just to get me into it. But here are my eggs I'm making. I might take a break. I'm feeling a little bit of creative drain a little bit. Good morning. We're starting this vlog in a little bit of a different way. We're gonna be getting ready for the day. As I explained to you, essentially what I'm doing today. Today is August 6th, and I've just decided that I'm going to attempt to write a 5K day. And I'm kind of coming to regret this slightly because I actually have a lot of things to do today. And I woke up late, so I wanted to start this at 9 o'clock. It's currently 9:20. I just got out of bed. I just woke up, or I just got dressed. We're washing my face right now. So we're just running a little behind. But I'm gonna kind of talk about what I want to do as I'm washing my face. I'm just trying to decide where to put this because I feel like this is not a good spot. That should work fine. Yeah, that should work fine. Hopefully it's not bad. Okay, so like I said, it's currently August 6th, and I have already written almost 5,000 words, which is crazy because last month I only wrote almost 4,000 words throughout the entire month. And yeah, in 5 days I've surpassed it. So I will say that I have been feeling more inspired recently because of the book launch of Frozen Tears. I think it's I'm just getting hyped around it. So I'm I just want to keep writing. And I have been having a really good time writing, but a lot of it has been happening at night. I did also just realize I pulled out all of my moisturizers, but I realized that I was going to do some eye masks, so I can't put them on yet. And I'm not going to do that on camera. Let me show you what I use for moisturizers, or I'll just give you my little glimpse of skincare. So I think it's pronounced Anua. I pretty much use all Korean skincare, almost. And so I've been using this for 3 years. This is, I think, the best face wash I've ever used. It's done me wonders. I will never stop buying this. And then I've been using this for 2 years, and this will probably go on second to my skincare routine because the first step I do recently, I haven't always done. So I've been using Dr. G Red Blemish. This is also, I think it's Korean or Japanese. I bought this in Hawaii, not this one, Hawaii. This is a new one, but I bought this in Hawaii 2 years ago to help with my redness, and it really has. And if I don't apply anything else, if I choose to do one moisturizer, this is what I use really good. It's also very rejuvenating. My skin always feels soft and silky after I use it. So this is normally what I use if I go for one moisturizer. And this is kind of newer, but I really like it. It's the Medicube niacinamide capsule cream, 5%. Medicube has blown up, and I think that's great for them. Funny thing is, I used it before it blew up. But yeah, so I just started using this 2 days ago, so this is newer. But it smells really good, and it makes my skin feel really good. And you're gonna notice that a lot of my things have niacinamide, but that's because I have naturally red skin. So I've been trying to get rid of my natural redness. And this is also Medicube. This was my first ever product I got from Medicube, and this is kind of what turned me towards Medicube was this collagen jelly cream. This is normally what I put on last, and this is actually the first one I've ever bought, and I bought this maybe almost a year ago, and it's no! A little bit of it came out. So again, and I still have a lot left because you don't need a lot. For this brand, I feel a little goes a long way. I'm gonna clean that up. That is the smaller one. So I think when I do reuse it, I will be getting the big one because then that'll last forever. And then occasionally I use Florence eye patches, which is what I will be using today. I don't use them very often. I probably should use them a little bit more than I do because I don't get the best sleep. I'm gonna put these on while I make my coffee, and then I have to go uptown. I have to go pay some bills. And in my little small town, you can only do it through cash or check. They don't have an online thing, which it's not the end of the world. I just have to go up there and do it, and they close at noon. So I have to go there before noon. This is how today's gonna go. I'm probably going to make my coffee, finish getting my face moisturized, make a list for the day because I tried to make a list last night, but I didn't realize how many things I had to do today. Also, I need to show you guys my garden later because it's going crazy. It's literally going crazy. And I have to edit a video that's going to be going up tomorrow. That should have already been up. I have 2 videos to edit. Technically, I have 3 videos to edit. I just got a lot of things to do today, and we're going to be working with sprints today to hopefully keep me motivated. So yeah. Now that we're done kind of getting ready, I'm gonna go make myself some coffee. Can you tell that I don't have anything prepared today? Because I'm just now on sitting on Canva getting this stuff set up, and essentially I am just making like a sheet where I can mark off word counts essentially. And I was originally going to do like by the thousands, but I'm like, let me do a little bit more progression, you know? Like I'm going to go by like 500s. Also, I don't have my glasses on, so I can barely see, which is normal. So I'm also going to do like a little sprint section where I'm gonna go like starting word count, ending word count. So that's 1,000, 1K, 2K, okay, 3K, 4K. So I'm not really talking to you guys right now. My bad, homies. But I want to make a spreadsheet so I can like visibly see how many words I've written. Because mostly just I want to see the progression. I feel like I get motivated when I can see like progression. And you know, I think it'd be really fun to like put it up on the wall. Like obviously like I have like July, which I might take down soon because like I said, it's August 6th. But as you can see on here, maybe you can't see it. So I didn't write anything on the 1st of August because I had to work at my last job. And then Sunday I wrote 571 words. Monday I wrote 1,863. Tuesday I wrote 715. But you guys know a secret. I think I wrote more than that because Scrivener resets the word count at midnight, which I had still been writing past midnight. So I actually don't know how many words I wrote that night. But then yesterday I wrote 1,449, which is, let me pull up the writing history. So right now in August, I already have 5,244 words written. So essentially, I'm going to be trying to make a bunch of progress today. Okay, I'm going to get this finished up and then I am going to go pay my utilities and then I will come back and actually start some sprints. So I'll see you guys in a little bit, hopefully after some progression, and let's hope that I can have a 5K day. If not, I would at least like to get to 2.5. You know what I mean? Like at least like halfway there would be happy for me. Because I haven't hit 2K this month yet. Like I've been close, but I haven't. So I can't reach 5K. My goal is to reach 2K or 2.5. So that's gonna be my like mini goal. So this is my garden. This is my cucumber plant that I just got a trellis for. And this is my huge cucumber so far. I have a few growing here and there. Don't know where the other ones are at, but I just put this trellis up 2 days ago. Yesterday? Maybe yesterday. And yeah, now everything's starting to work out because before it was kind of just overgrowing. That is my first big cucumber. Okay, it is literally an hour later and I'm just now getting sat down to write because like I told you guys, I had to go pay my utilities and then Sage decided she wanted to escape the yard. So good thing I was sitting next to my window because all of a sudden I see my dog like walking out along the street, which there's no one driving in town. Like that's just this kind of town, but I was like, the heck? So I printed off my 5K day sheet. I also wrote down in like the boxes, obviously you can see my printer's not working well. You can see in the boxes that like I have the goals in here of like how many words I need to write to hit those goals. And then also I have these little columns for my sprints and then like my starting and ending word count with the total, just because I'm curious. I'm going to just start with a 10-minute sprint just to like get me into it. And then I have one of Katie Wismer's old live streams, like writing sprints live streams up. So I'm going to do that. And then I was also thinking about turning on Kate Kavanaugh's because she doesn't do like normal ones. And I recently learned this. She does like, she has a 100 die, like a dice with 100 sides to it. And then she like rolls it. And then whatever number it lands on is what they do. And I'm like, that's actually pretty cool. Cause then it's like, you never know. It kind of just like shakes up a little bit. So I'm going to do a 10-minute sprint, get into it, and then do Katie Wismer's live stream. And then probably turn on a Kate Kavanaugh. I do have other stuff to do today, but my main goal for today is to write 5,000 words. So it's 10:56, so practically 11, and I haven't done any writing today. So let's get writing. My starting word count is 15,623. So my goal for today is to reach 20,623. Hopefully I can get it. I've kind of planned out the chapters I'm going to write, and then my brain is like, well, if you write at least like 1,000 words per chapter, like you'll easily hit this goal. So I think I'll be able to. I just need to get into it. So I have to get into it. And we're going to start that with a 10-minute sprint and hope that I can feel inspired through that. So let's get going. Okay, as you guys saw, I crossed off my 501k word count. I just completed my 20-minute sprint with Katie Wismer's live stream, and I did pass the 1,000-word mark. So my 10-minute warm-up sprint, I wrote 366 words, and then the 20-minute sprint with Katie Wismer's video, I wrote 664. So that brought me to a total today so far of 1,030 words. So we are making some decent progress because it is only 11:46. So it's a little under an hour since I've started. I did end up, before my 20-minute sprint, I did end up setting up a post to go on Instagram and Facebook later today, so it doesn't go up for another 2 hours, because I need to start posting some more stuff, like, to get people excited for the book. So I was like, I need to post something, I need to make something. So I am posting the first page of Frozen Tears. So if you guys want to go see that, go follow my Instagram, because I did post it. And then I did start making like a list of things I need to do today. It's not even complete, by the way. So I have dishes. I need to do dishes. And then my July video, I made a July indie author wrap up that I need to finish editing and then get it uploaded for tomorrow. And then Insta post, which I did complete. And then yeah, I just have like this going on. So I think I'm gonna do another sprint and then work on like the dishes. I also still have not eaten today, so I need to eat some food. I might just make like some eggs or something, but I am quite hungry. I might have a little snack to tide me over for now, but I will be making lunch soon. So yeah, we hit the first 1,000, so that's really exciting. I'm gonna do another sprint with Katie Wismer's video and then probably go get some food and do dishes at the same time while it's cooking, because like, you know, multitasking. Also, this is why I love my skincare. Look how like glowy my skin is. It's so moisturized, it's so good. I love it. So I realized I probably could have taken my hair down, but it's fine. That's my update for now, is I did already hit 1,000 words. So it's really exciting. I was getting stuck a little bit because this part of the story, I'm like kind of pulling out of my ass. Like, I did not plan for this at all. Like, I had a kind of direction I wanted to go, but I haven't like really actually decided like where I wanted to go with the thought process. So I essentially just like pants this entire chapter, and I don't know if I'm like quite done, but I'm definitely going to be like, I have like a few more sentences to do until I'm done. And it's actually super nice because I started this page on Scrivener at the beginning of like these like sprints. So like it says 1,030 words. So like I know like that's how much I've written. But I was writing last night before I went to bed, but it was past midnight. So Scrivener says I've written today already like 1,676 words because I wrote last night, but I'm not including that in the word count because I did it before I went to bed. So I counted that as like last night's word count. So yeah, I know it's very loud because I just started the dishwasher, but here are my eggs I'm making. I just did the dishes. That's drying. I have Katie Wismer on, and then the dishwasher, and then I have to clean that mess. So I'm going to clean that mess while my eggs are cooking, and then I'm going to get back to writing. And there is Nyx. It's not very bright right now. It's kind of cloudy outside, and it's been raining, which is why I needed to clean the living room. But here is my lunch. I just did scrambled eggs with some cheese. And fun fact for all of you, maybe beginner cooks, or this just might be something that's like a little bit, it's just slightly more advanced. It's not really more advanced. I put a little bit of milk in my eggs because it makes it fluffier. I learned that in middle school in my home economics class. We did breakfast burritos, and I still make those to this day, by the way. That's the reason why I always put milk in my eggs, is because it makes it fluffier. And also, sorry if you can hear the dishwasher still. Obviously I'm in the living room like now, but I also started the washer. We're doing blankets right now. I don't know why I said we. I'm washing blankets right now. I did the dishes. I swept the living room. I was thinking about mopping because it's been raining the last like week, and like the dogs have mud everywhere, but I think it's supposed to rain again, so I don't know if I want to like mop. I think mopping is going to be a tomorrow thing because I think we're having people over this weekend. For the first time on Cedric's side, I've had my friend Marcella over like a week after we moved in. But yeah, so I actually don't know what time it is. It might be like around like 1. And I also don't remember what my word count is off the top of my head, but I have officially hit 1,500 words for the day. I think I'm like 100 words over that. I was feeling really stuck. The last sprint we did was like 15 minutes. Sorry, I'm watching to see if my dog escaped. Okay, I see her. because she escapes like right outside like this window. So we normally have this window open to watch her. Percy's not a big fan of the dishwasher, so she's sitting at the bottom of the stairs, or the top of the stairs, because she's mad. Anyway, so I've hit 1,500 words. I'm actually almost at 2,000 words, I think. Technically, Scrivener thinks I'm already at 2,000 words from the word count from last night, but I'm gonna eat. I might take a break. I'm feeling a little bit of like creative drain a little bit, just because I'm feeling a little stuck with where I want to go. So I might play a few games of Marvel Rivals, because for some odd reason that always like makes me feel creative. And I think it's because like I have this idea in my head for a book, which I actually have already started. I think I already have like 3,000 words from it. And I started writing it in like March or April, of not like a spin-off of the X-Men, but kind of like a world where mutants exist essentially, and takes place during college, and like there's these societies based around like different mutants. And so every single time I play Marvel Rivals, it makes me like want to write that, but it just gets me in the mood to write. So I think I'm gonna do that. I've been watching writing videos all day. Like when I'm not writing, like I have one of Katie Wismer's vlogs on right now. I was watching Listen to Books this morning. I just dropped my fork on the floor, so I can't eat with that now. I'm trying to find creative outlets, and I think I'm just struggling a little bit. And I think it's also because like I knew I had stuff to do around the house. Our house was so messy because I've been gone essentially the last 2 days for my new job. I had to do like a lot of prerequisites before I go to work in 2 weeks. Also, I don't know if I've mentioned that in this vlog. I have 2 weeks off because I quit my last job and I got a new job, and I have 2 weeks in between. So I'm trying to do all of my like writing in between there to kind of get like a head start. My goal for this vlog is 20,600 and I think like 36 words. And that's like already, that'd be like a fourth of the book I'm writing. I'm currently writing Deadly Scream Book 3. So if I can get a majority of that like written in this like time span, then I feel like I'm already in a good spot, because Deadly Scream Book 2, aka Frozen Tears, comes out next week. So I think I would be able to do like a 90-day turnaround for that if I continue writing crazy. Oh my god, the dogs have zoomies. I want to show you them, but I don't want to show you guys like my neighbors' houses for safety reasons, obviously. Percy is like sitting right here though. I'm gonna flip the camera on her. Hi, Percy. Okay, actually I'm gonna show you guys the dogs. The dogs playing outside. They have the zoomies. There they go. They're on my stage. Nyx doesn't really like to get off the deck that often, but they're kind of crazy. Percy, hi honey. She spends a lot of time in the basement because she doesn't like the dogs, but I have like a million baby gates up to separate her and the dogs because I have cat holes in them. But she still likes the basement, but I think that's just like a normal cat thing. Anyway, this is a long update for not even like a super in-depth like writing update. Sorry. I'm gonna eat, get back to work, and I'll update you guys later. Okay, we're having a really big setback actually. It's currently 3:38 and I just had 2 people email me about like the arcs, both saying that they can't finish it because it's just not to their taste and there's too many like typos. And I'm so confused because I'm just like, I have gone through this like so many times, and like I've used like the word editor, and like now I'm like using Grammarly, and I'm just like, I still feel like there's not a lot of typos. Like I'm really confused. So it's kind of sending me into a spiral a little bit, because I'm like, I really thought this was good to go. And plus they both were like, I don't think it's ready for publishing. Like you're missing a lot of like background on the characters. And my brain is like, well, that's because it's the second book. And I did mention that multiple times, especially like in the ARC sign up. I specifically was like, this is the second book to Deadly literally the first sentence of my ARC sign up is, I'm looking for ARC readers that are interested in the second book in my Deadly Scream series. So I don't know what's happening, but it's kind of sending me into a spiral. I'm getting really stressed out. They both said it wasn't to their taste, and they're both like romantic-y readers. So I'm wondering if it's like they wanted like a spicier one, which is like fine. But now I'm like spiraling because I'm just like, I feel like I have edited so much, and like I feel like now I have to sit here tonight and completely go through it again, because I'm like, I'm not sending out a book where people are struggling to read it because of typos. And I'm still confused because I'm through chapter 1 and there was like one typo where I said I used the wrong like effect, and like that was it. So I'm like, what typos are you guys seeing? Because one of the people was like, I've gotten to chapter 5 and there's so many typos that like I can't keep reading. So I'm like, what? And I don't know. I'm getting stressed. This actually stresses me out so much. So I'm gonna actually spend the rest of the night probably editing or at least going through this. I reached out to one of them and I was like, I'm so sorry you feel that way. Can you give me an example of somewhere in the first 5 chapters? Like, I think I'm just struggling to see it because I've looked at it too much. And I was like, that'd be really helpful. And yeah, so maybe they'll respond back. But the thing that I thought was kind of sus was that 2 people responded to me in less than like 5 minutes apart from each other, both saying like the same thing, but they both have like known, like I checked a majority of these people's like accounts. Like one of the people like has an Instagram account, like a book Instagram, and she has like 800 followers. And this other girl, I got really confused because she signed off with a whole different name than like her email. So I'm like, but then it was an author, so I'm wondering if it's just like her pen name. Sorry, Percy's shape. But I'm wondering if it's a pen name. But she also said the same thing, is like it wasn't ready for publishing. And I'm like, I feel like I've been through this a bunch and I feel like it is ready for publishing. And that I feel like, if I'm going to be honest, I feel like these people totally thought that this was the first book in a series because they're like, a lot of these characters don't make sense. And I'm like, of course they don't make sense because this is the second book and it's like, you're not going to understand their characters unless you read the first book. You know what I mean? So I essentially got sent into a spiral and I'm going to keep spiraling for the rest of the night and go through my draft again. So hopefully I'll get some more writing done. If not, I mean, I wrote 1,500 words today, so now I'm stressed. Hi. It is a week later and all I'm going to say, this was a crazy video. Now that it's a week later, I can actually explain why I got so mad. For all the girlies out there, you're gonna understand this. So the reason I got so mad is because I got my period like 2 days later. So I was PMSing. So my PMSing caused generational crash out because I'm like thinking about it later on and I'm just like, I totally overreacted and it really was unfortunate because I was making great progress. In this video, I wrote 2,225 words. So I almost hit the halfway mark in just the few sprints that I did. So it really is unfortunate that I had a crash out and then just didn't want to write the rest of the day because honestly, what can I say? That made me really upset. But I do also have to be thankful that both those people did point out my spelling errors because I did go back and I did fix all of that spelling errors. And it's also my release day right now for Frozen Tears. So on top of like my crash out last week, it was actually really helpful. So sorry you guys had to witness that. Really unfortunate for you guys and I'm really sorry. But yeah, so this is the end of the video. I didn't quite make the 5,000 words. We were on track to make the 5,000 words. It just didn't happen. But you know what? Like, stuff happens. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Comment down below what you're working on right now. As you guys can tell, I'm currently working on Deadly Scream Book 3 because Deadly Scream Book 2 came out today. It is now out and live as in today, August 14th. So what are you guys working on? Because I'm working on more books. Like this video and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.